Hello, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Jones, and I'm going to read today this lovely book, A Princess of Dragons, the Matilda Story. And this was written by Amanda Tweten. In a magical place with a sparkly pink sun lived a princess of dragons who loved having fun. The dragon princess was silly and funny and smart. Still, the thing all loved most was the size of her heart. The princess's most favorite friends in the land were two tiny dragons that could fit in her hand. Roland had spots and two colored eyes. Delilah was mighty, though tiny in size. The princess and her dragons would run, laugh, and play, but the thing they loved best was giving wishes away. Their wishes could do things like bring joy and good light, and the princess did love to help others shine bright, whether granting puppies wishes to blow bubbles when they bark, or giving ponies neon wings to fly with stars at dark. If full of love and full of hope, if one truly did believe, then the princess would start singing, "A wish you shall receive." Her magic would start to tinkle, the sound of bells inside the wind. Then her princess tail would swish, and time would simply begin to bend. Next, the smell of fresh-baked cookies would float upon the air and would tinkle all the noses of whoever wandered there. And right about the moment when her wish was almost true, the air would dance and dazzle with a perfect purple hue. Now and then there were moments after every wish was given when a small ache would form in a place somewhere hidden. Maybe something's missing, the princess would ponder. So she'd think lots of thoughts, and she'd let her mind wander. But the ache never ceased, this small pull in her chest, as if a string had been tugged, and her heart would not rest. Though it felt a bit scary, the princess knew she should share. For when you feel most alone is when your soul needs good care. It happened on a Tuesday when the world was very quiet that the princess found her courage. She would share it. She would try it. Delilah nuzzled underneath her arm and Roland smooched her ear. Then the princess whispered thoughts she'd been holding close in fear. "I want a mommy and a daddy. I think I've known this for a while, but I'm not sure what to do next." And with relief, she gave a smile. Some would say it happened quickly, once it all had been decided. Her friends would do a search, and all were glad she had confided. So Roland and Delilah set out on a secret quest. Two tiny little dragon friends both vowed to do their best to find a mommy and a daddy. They would travel through the stars. They would search all of the planets. And when they landed upon Mars, that's when they finally heard it. It was calming, not yet seen, the softest little murmur from the next planet, all blue and green. They followed a gentle humming, a sweet and pretty sound. And from the moment they saw her, they knew a mommy had been found. Her hair was copper-colored when the sun hit it just right, and the outfit she was wearing had many patterns and cute tights. Next to the pretty mama sat a dashing-looking dad who had a kind, grand smile, and his laugh was pretty rad. Look, two perfect parents. Our dragon princess will be proud. Now, how do we get them? The dragging helpers said out loud. The daddy and the mommy couldn't go to their special place, for it took way too much magic, and they'd have to go through outer space. So the tiniest of dragons that no one on earth could see flew back to the princess as quick as they could flee. Surprise, we found them. Parents made just for you. You'll see. We knew the moment that we saw them that you all were meant to be. The princess felt some flutters, and she felt like all was right. And her heart began to stutter as if lifted like a kite. They found a mommy and a daddy. She could not believe the news. Then she began to wonder and look down upon her shoes. Something is going to have to change. That something might be me. It might take my greatest wish to get me where I want to be. She met with all her lovely friends. Those meetings took all day, but she knew it was important to make the time to say, I am filled with many thank yous for all the moments we have shared. You've helped me grow my strength to explore dreams I had not dared. For who I am was influenced by the love inside of you. And your kindness will remain with me through all things that I do. Then came tears and hugs and sniffles. That's what happens when friends part. But did you know, if you hold it tight, love is carried in the heart. Holding love tightly to her chest, the princess closed each eye. And as her tail began to tingle, purple sparks flew through the sky. Full of love and full of hope, the princess did believe. She started wishing for her parents, and a wish she did receive. It seemed like only moments, maybe one long blink, and then the princess felt it, a soft kiss upon her cheek. We'll call her Matilda, the mommy whispered to the dad, and we'll love her forever, for a princess we have had. It was then the mommy noticed that a princess had a scar. In the middle of her lower back sat a beautiful, sweet star. As the mommy gazed upon the mark, she heard the tingling of a bell. Does it smell like fresh baked cookies? Then her heart began to swell, as if the air was dancing with a whisper of a poem. Someplace deep inside her knew that mark had brought Matilda home.